What is up, ladies and gents? In today's video, we're going to be talking all about Telcoin and why I believe this will make millionaires in 2025. Of course, I'll be giving you all the reasons why I'm bullish here on Telcoin, as well as my 2025 price prediction. So be sure to stay tuned for all of that. Of course, if you're a new viewer, then welcome to the channel. If you do like content like this, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more. Of course, if you're a returning viewer, then welcome back to the channel. It's good to have you all here. On top of all of that as well, if you're looking for a great place to buy or trade Telcoin, then look no further than the MEX exchange. Of course, I love this exchange because it has some of the lowest fees on the market. And of course, on top of normal trading, you can also trade futures in Telcoin there with up to 50 times leverage. So if that's something you'd like to do, click in the link in the description down below, fill out your details. Literally takes less than a minute, and then you can pretty much get started with trading straight away. So if you want to support the channel, link is in the description down below, guys. As always, thank you so much for your support, and let's get started on this video. So Telcoin is a payment infrastructure crypto in the same category as other cryptos like XRP, Stellar, and Hedera. And of course, right now, as you guys know, this is a very hot niche to be in for crypto. And of course, Telcoin is no different. They have a very impressive goal in mind. They want to be basically the next Western Union, MoneyGram, etc. You can send money globally, and Telcoin can do this at a cheaper cost than most traditional financial institutions. So they're obviously trying to replace that. It's a very hot topic to be in right now. Of course, the price has reflected that somewhat. Since the presidential elections at the start of November, Telcoin has made a very impressive 528% pump there to its recent high. Of course, this is in line with other cryptos like XRP as well. So this is one of the reasons why I really like Telcoin. It's quite similar to other cryptos like XRP as well. So we can really predict what's going to happen to Telcoin by looking at other similar cryptos like XRP. Of course, right now for Telcoin, we've had this very parabolic move going up, and now we've been consolidating in this region that we see here for the past month and a half. And what I'm seeing here at the moment on the chart is something where we have this as our resistance, as you can see going across, and we potentially have some support that looks like this. Now, of course, we had this drop that fell below that support there, but as you can see, the price on the very same day went straight back up, as you can see, with this very tiny body on that candle there. So this tells me that buyers came to step in when the price did slip below the support there, and I do think this is a strong support given the amount of times it's been tested here along the way, as well as a nice resistance going across. And if you have a look at XRP, for example, that also had a very similar triangle shaped consolidation period before that breakout to the upside. And of course, when these triangles happen after a parabolic move, these are referred to as pennants, and pennants have an even more bullish price target associated with them. So on XRP, for example, we have already broken out, and the price target from this pennant here on XRP is the length of the parabolic move going in. So you can see that XRP has a price target here of $8.80 from that pennant. Now, if the same thing happens here on Telcoin, of course, it's not yet broken out above this pennant type structure yet, but once it does break out to the upside, we could expect to see a big move here on Telcoin, and that would take the price of Telcoin here to 2.4 cents, roughly a 236% move to the upside if we are able to break past this pennant. Of course, it is a variable target, so if we break out a little bit later, then you can see that the price target reduces just a little bit. So that's one of the reasons why I like Telcoin here. We've got this very smooth consolidation occurring at the moment. Of course, payment infrastructure coins are very hot. And like I say, I do believe XRP has already broken out of its pennant and is heading to $8.80. So if XRP is going to be making that move, then we should see an upside on Telcoin as well, since they're in the same category of crypto. Of course, we can even verify that with other cryptos as well in the same category, such as Stellar. You see that Stellar has also had its consolidation within some sort of pennant type structure, and it has broken to the upside already, albeit coming back down to test this resistance now as a support. Of course, this is further proof that Telcoin could also be breaking out of its pennant type structure soon and seeing a 236% upside. So very exciting times here for Telcoin. Of course, right now on Telcoin as well, we're also seeing bullish momentum on the 1-day chart. That's really, really good. That could give us the momentum needed to break out of the resistance once we see enough energy. Of course, on top of that as well, if we zoom out here on Telcoin, we have a clear target in mind as well. Just have a look at the all-time high there at roughly 6.5 cents. At the very moment here on Telcoin, you can see that we're struggling with this as our resistance. Basically, very long-term resistance here that's very notable for Telcoin, and that's at the 0.9 cents level. As you can see, on multiple occasions, Telcoin has come to test this as a resistance. I count at least 4 times in this period here. It's been used twice there as a support, another time there as a support, and now once again Telcoin is struggling with it as a resistance. So this pennant structure that we could have, if we do break out to the upside, I do expect this to be an area where there's going to be quite a lot of resistance. We could see prices, if we break out to the upside of this pennant type structure, struggle a bit with 0.9 cents before breaking up and reaching that price target of 2.3, 2.4 cents here on Telcoin. Now, of course, past this resistance at 0.9 cents, we don't really have many more resistances to tackle. You can see that this area here is kind of a resistance for Telcoin. The all-time high, I think, will be a resistance for Telcoin. But if it can make this move up here to 2.3 cents with a lot of momentum and energy, there's no reason why we can't see another 3x all the way to its all-time high. Of course, as you can see from the chart here, there's barely any trading activity, so there shouldn't be many resistances in this region between 2.5 cents and its all-time high at 6.5 cents. So this move up from the pennant could spark something as high as 6.3 cents here on Telcoin. Of course, another thing that makes me very bullish here is the fact that Telcoin respects consolidation periods. Like this instance, for example, where Telcoin did another parabolic move, we had something similar in this region here. We had some form of right angle triangle in this region here. You can see that for a couple of days we saw a parabolic move and then a consolidation in this region before the next move up. We saw a very clear triangle pattern, pennant pattern should I say, after that next parabolic move up, then another parabolic move here, and again we saw another breakout from a resistance going across like this. So Telcoin respects these patterns here, and this gives me extra conviction that these patterns are going to work if we use it for our analysis. So some very bullish catalysts here. Of course, on top of that as well, it's Q1 of 2025. This is a very bullish time for crypto in general. If you look at the Bitcoin's performance month by month, you can see that Q1 has been generally a very bullish month for Bitcoin as well as the whole of crypto. So if we're going to be bullish, now is the time to be bullish. And on top of that as well, if we look at the whole total crypto market cap, this is another thing that gives me conviction for cryptos like Telcoin to be going up. I do believe this whole crypto total market cap is going to be reaching $8.8 trillion because we've seen a beautiful cup and handle pattern form here on the chart. We saw this handle that formed throughout 2024 there. We saw a clear breakout to the upside, and the whole market, in my opinion, is headed for $8.8 trillion as a total market cap. That's roughly 2.5x from where it is now. So we can kind of say in a way that the average crypto, if it performs averagely, will at least 2.5x. And obviously what that would mean here for Telcoin, if it performed averagely, is that it would reach a price of at least 1.7 cents. So that's kind of, I use that as kind of like a baseline level to how high cryptos can go in general. But of course for Telcoin, I do think it can go higher, 2.4 cents in Q1. So if we were to forecast it, it might do something like this. If it breaks out of that pennant, 2.4 cents, then maybe some sort of Q2 or Q3 slump there before reaching its all-time highs and further in Q4. So of course, my main Q4 target at the moment is 6.4 cents. Of course, I'm happy to adjust that if we get some more bullish confirmations here on Telcoin. In quarter one, in the shorter term, I do believe at 2.3, 2.4 cents is possible if we see a breakout from that short-term pennant that I showed you earlier in this video, something that's looking a bit like this. So that's why I'm monitoring the Telcoin charts right now. It's in a very strong niche of crypto at the moment. If we see majors like XRP starting to take off, then I will keep my eye on Telcoin, because at some point it will catch up with XRP and I think it will outperform it later this cycle. So that's my thoughts here on Telcoin. Of course, that was a bit of a mouthful. So if you do have any questions or if anything wasn't clear, do let me know down in the comments below. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video.